morning, good morning. Hello, how are you all doing today? So, yes, you are. So, Texas is finally cooling off, at least in the morning. So, we are finally cooling off in the morning. So, that is a good sign for me to get on out here and share what it is that I have to share. Give me a quick second. It's the month of October, and we're doing breast cancer awareness. So I did lose two friends to breast cancer. So I am put that on the side. I do have my earmuffs, so it is windy. It's just something about having having that wind blowing in my ear. I normally put cotton, but since it's 60 something degrees, I guess I'm just going to be country today. I am just going to be country today. So, hello and welcome back to Blk Pen episode 22. So, I got my black pen and we're on episode 22. So, hi, my name is Latosca Asberry, and I am a real estate agent, a writer, and author of Home Sweet New Home. So, it is a book about the new construction process. So, the purpose of the book um, is for building or buying a new home, which is a dream come true for a lot of people, including me. So buying a new home is just very important, but at sometimes it can be overwhelming out there. And so that's why I wrote the book to promote um, home ownership. I'm giving you no fluff, just meat and potatoes, as my real estate teacher used to tell me. I'm giving you meat and potatoes. So that's what I want. I want to give you meat and potatoes, no fluff. Here's what you need. Here's who you need to hire. These are some of the things that you need to do. So today we're going to discuss, let's debunk the statement buyers are liars, and we're going to talk about the different types of communities and their locations. But before we get started, you all, tell me, how did you like the video that I did last episode 21, where no, that wasn't episode 21. I did a video outside of episode 21 where I brought the book to life. So I was filming out of a new construction home, which I'm going to start to do that more often as we get closer to the official launch date. So therefore you all can see exactly what it is that I am talking about. So I started doing that last week, and so I'm going to continue to do that. Um, I want to say, and I'm trying to get away from using the word I want to say do it at least once a month, but I don't know. I might do it twice a month. Who knows? It just depends on the flow of things. And so you all let me know in the comment, and I will share this. I will connect the videos together just in case you didn't get to see that video. I did a really good job in explaining some of the things that will be in my book. So let's go ahead and debunk that statement. Buyers are liars. So, when you come into the industry, there are some things that are set in place, whether they are right or wrong. And for example, it's the whole thing, buyers are liars. And so I didn't want to believe that statement because you want to be full of positivity. You're in a different industry, because I come from a retail industry, a warehouse industry, um, medical industry. So, you know, which is that's corporate. And so when you come over to the business side, the same stuff that you did in corporate, you pretty much can't you can you do it or can't you? It's a whole different ball game for when you're over on the corporate side, versus the business side. And so, you want to come in with a positive attitude. You want to make the money that they say that you can make. And the only way that you can do that is by having a positive mindset. And you don't want to believe that buyers are liars. And so I had two encounters, and this was over the summer. So this is not, I'm not, so I'm still considering myself new in the industry. I've been in it 4 years, going on 5 in February of next year. And so, um, a lot of stuff changed. So I still consider myself a new agent, you know. And so I was, no, I'm not gonna say that. So I had two encounters, and both buyers were saying that they were cash buyers. And so, you can't discriminate because you don't know who's walking around with that type of cash. Because everybody is not flashy. You don't see everybody coming up with a Mercedes Benz and getting out with designer bags, designer clothes on, a lace wig, and you know, you just don't see a lot of people that do that. And so you can't discriminate and say, no, you don't have that type of money, around in your bank account. And you, like I said, you cannot discriminate because you just really don't know who's walking around with that type of cash. But as the conversations continued, I said, okay, now both of y'all are just playing in my face now. And so, and as I experienced those two things, and it was in like the same weekend, you all. So it wasn't like a week span or 6 month span. This was like all at the same time. And so you want to, where am I going with this? So you want to not to believe that statement. But after those two encounters, it started to become true. I'm like, okay, buyers are liars because I'm like, I didn't ask if you had cash. I was just asking if you working with a realtor. I'm going to put you in a lender's hands and stuff like that. Because for example, not for example, but if I happen to run across, or if any agent happen to run across a cash buyer, we do have to verify those funds. We really do. So we have to verify those funds. So if someone say they want to buy a house in cash, we do have to verify those funds. So there are cash buyers out there. It was just those two encounters that they were playing in my face. And so, and that's when that statement just became so true. And so this is why I say, this is why I say, when you contact an agent, get comfortable with talking about your income, get comfortable talking about your credit. Please, just get comfortable with that, because you don't want to start out the gate lying. And well, I don't want to call you a liar, but you don't want to leave out information, or just because I don't want to call I really don't. I don't like the statement, but this is some of the stuff that they tell us. Buyers are liars, and that's why they don't too much like putting up with buyers, because no one wants to sit around and run around this hamster wheel with the buyers. It's like, it's either you want to buy or you don't. And so, get comfortable with talking about your income, your spouse's income. Get comfortable with talking about your credit, your spouse's um, credit. And so, to make things smoother, go ahead and have a conference call with you, your spouse, and the agent. Therefore, we can just go on ahead and get that out of the way. We just got to get uncomfortable because you're not looking good out here among us agents. And I'm not, calling nobody out, but I'm just saying you just not. It's not a good look, and it's not about looks, but you want to be open and honest as possible. Well, here is my income, and please stop using those third party apps that doesn't give you accurate numbers. I recommend going directly to the three major credit bureaus, which is Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, and getting numbers from them. And even though the lenders are not going to use those, at least you would have a picture or ballpark figure of what your credit look like. And so if you have to give all three of them, give all three of them. And of course, they are going to have different numbers. And then I was sitting in a credit class probably a few months ago, and I had was asking a question. I was like, "Well, I noticed with my own personal credit that I have different numbers from different places," and they say the reason why you have different numbers at different places is because our creditors use different bureaus. Because at one while everybody was using Experian, and so a lot of the people are moving to TransUnion. They're using Equifax, so they're moving away from Experian. That's just my personal experience that I've seen lately. And so I would just recommend to just go directly to them and let them give you some numbers, and then you can take those numbers to the agent and say, well, okay, well, Equifax says this, TransUnion says this, and Experian says this, and therefore we can put you in the right lenders, because not all lenders are willing to work with people with certain credit scores. Now, that doesn't stop you from getting a house, because you can still get a house in the 500 range. You just have to put more down. So if you don't want to put more down, again, reach out to a real estate agent, and they will put you in the hands of a lender, and then they can put you in the hands of a reputable credit repair company that they have been using. So, and I'm not throwing shade at the people that do credit repair and sell the DIY packets and all of that stuff like that. But, you know, I really don't know if they work or not. Again, I have a credit repair story, and that's going to come out in the next book next year. And I just say save your money, because some lenders are going to charge you for to pull your credit report. So it's best to save that $30 or $40 and give it to the lender, and they can tell you exactly what it is they are needing you to improve on, and they know what they're looking for. So it's just better to go that route and things like that. And I know you probably want to support a friend or support a family member and things like that, but it's just better to just go through the real estate agent and go through the lender, and then they will do that, because you don't want those people to temporarily remove your stuff just so you can get a house, and then they turn around and they put that back. Because I believe, now again, I am going outside of my scope, I believe they hold on to your account for a minute, and then they send it off to another lender or another bank, and then they service your loan for and then they just keep on sending it over, keep on sending it over. Don't ask me why they do those, why they do that. Period. But yeah, so just stay clear of those. And just like I said, you just got to, if you're really serious about buying a house, you got to get comfortable with talking about your income. You got to get comfortable talking about your credit. So, community types and their locations. So, like I said, I am in the Dallas Fort Worth area. New communities are popping up everywhere. I have seen so many builders going from production to boutique builders to independent builders. People are just building everywhere. So it's just like they go to the city, they get a permit, and they build. So we've all seen the changes around, well, when I say around the Metroplex, I'm talking about the Dallas Fort Worth area. So we've all seen the changes around its construction everywhere. And so there are three location types. So you have the suburbs, which that is like outside of the city. Then you have the urban developments, which is, well, in my book I listed as infill development because I didn't want to use urban development, so I chose to use infill. So those are your underutilized and industrial areas. And speaking of industrial areas, builders must build within 60 feet or 60 yards from, uh, let me repeat that over. Builders must build within 60 yards or 60 feet of an industrial plant. So, when you notice, so say like a builder, so Builder Bob, Builder Bob. So Builder Bob will have three communities in this certain area. And Builder Bob has put three different price tags on the homes that on the three new communities that he has. Well, you wonder, well, how come this neighborhood is this price and this neighborhood is this price? Well, again, the homes are going to be slightly cheaper over by the industrial plants. So that's another thing that you have to look at as well when you're buying a new home. Do you want to live near an industrial plant? And then we have rural. So those are your rural areas. Like for us down here, like in the Dallas Fort Worth area, those are like, they're kind of like an hour or two away from the city. So for us, that would be like Lavon, that would be Poolville, Texas, Boyd, Texas. Let's see, what is other ones? It's like those small country towns. It's the ones you pass through if you're trying to get to another metropolitan city. So those are like your locations that you will see a lot of your new community homes. So the different types. So you'll have a master plan, you'll have a boutique, and you'll have a 55 plus known as active seniors. So master plans will be the big communities that will offer a lot of amenities such as parks, walking trails, swimming pools, fitness centers, and things like that. And so your boutique community, like that was the community that I went live from last weekend. And again, y'all remind me in the comments to connect that video to this video where I tell you, well, I show you the inside of a boutique community. So sometimes boutique communities can have a little under 20 homes, and you'll get greenery, and you will get walking trails. And some people are fine with that. And I guess it just depends on what stage of life that you are in. The amenities don't mean that much, just as long as you got a small community and you don't have to deal with a lot. That's good for people. Then we have the 55 plus community. Those are popping up a lot, especially in where I live. They are popping up everywhere. So with seniors, active seniors, you have apartments, condos, and single family homes. And so I'm thinking about going live from a master plan community not far from where I am at, because inside of that master plan community, they have an elementary school, they have lakes, a surfboard place where you can go surfing, kayaking, and all that other stuff. They have a recreation center, they have a beach, they have an island, they have lakefront properties. And again, I can't film the lakefront property. So now I can just mention them to you, but I cannot film those. So, and then at the back of the community is where they have the 55 and 55 plus community in the back. So that one might make a whole lot of sense to go over there and go live from there, so I can show you exactly what a master plan. Now this master plan community is like top tier. So it's other master plan communities that just might have parks, walking trails, and a swimming pool. But this one right here is like the creme de la creme of a master plan communities. And so yes, you all. So that is pretty much it for the topics today. So just debunking the statement buyers are liars. Again, get comfortable with talking about your credit, your income, and we'll talk about the community type. So there's the suburbs, the city, and rural areas. So that's where they're building. So it's like no stone is not unturned, or however that statement goes. So they are building land. That all you gotta do is just go down there and get you a permit and just start building. And so you can, like I said, there's the different types of communities. There's the master plan, the boutique, and the 55 plus community. So speaking of the book launch, I'm still working on a date. That date is still up in the air. The time is still up in the air. It. I'm thinking. I'm strongly thinking about doing an online launch to make it easier on everyone, because as we start going into the holidays, because let's see, we got about probably like a week and a half left of October, and then November and December. So I'm thinking strongly thinking about doing a virtual launch to make it easy on everyone, including myself as well. And so you still would have an opportunity to participate. You can listen to me as you're in the kitchen cooking. You can listen to me while you're at the grocery store getting all your Thanksgiving stuff ready. So there's plenty of opportunities to participate in the virtual launch. So you all get on over there and pre-order Home Sweet New Home. I am sharing a lot of information that's just going to give you meat and potatoes. And like my publisher told me, and as well as one of my beta readers told me as well, that not to overwhelm you all with a lot of information. And so I made sure not to do that, but I gave you a wealth of information to go out there, contact you, a real estate agent, and you all get the ball to rolling. So you all get on over there. So it's going to be a great Christmas present. You can put it in a stocking stuffer. So it's going to be 6 by 9, so it can fit inside of a stocking, or you can traditionally wrap it up and put it up under the tree. So it's just left upon you all how you want to do things. So in other book notes, I have kept my hands off of the book. So, I'm so proud of myself. I've kept my hands off the book because it's like the more, is the train coming? Lord, I believe the train is coming. And I'm so glad because it's like the more you keep picking at the book, it's like the more you just gonna add stuff, take stuff away, and so it's like, you know what, leave it alone. So it is officially, it has always been in the publisher's hands. It is officially in the publisher's hands. She's doing her last round of editing. We just have to format it and send it on over to the distribution company, and I have to print a copy for me to look at. And of course, I'm going to come on here and show you all how the book looks. I am just so excited. I want to see how the book is going to look in person. So yes, you all, let's see. I scheduled more content on my social media pages. So once this video is done, get over there and check those out. Like, comment, and share on those things as well too. I still need to work on my newsletter, and I need to work on getting a website together. I mean, the website is together, but I don't know. It just don't look like a website. But I'm going to get help with that next week as well. So y'all pray for me that I get all of this together. So if you have any comments, let me come on over here and see the train is running. Let me see what's going on over here. All right, so no one has any questions. No one has any questions. Okay, thank you so very much for your support and for believing in Home Sweet New Home. Together, we can make a dream, not make a dream, make the dream of home ownership accessible to more people. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you in the next episode of Blk Pen. Oh, and before I leave, so it is the end of the month. So next Saturday, I will be at my book club meeting. So I will not be on here at 10 o'clock. I will be on here later that day. So it's very important that you subscribe to the channel. Therefore, they can send you a notification when I go live. And so since I still have some time, because I'm doing my writing, this is my writing circle time, so I still have time. It's just 30 something minutes on here. I am going to go live on TikTok. So if you have TikTok, jump on over there. Matter of fact, I have my TikTok link on my main wall. So go ahead and jump over there. My TikTok is Realtor Book DFW. Again, my TikTok is realtorbook.com. No, not .com. But y'all know what I'm saying. Get on over there. I'm about to get ready to head on over there myself.